actually showing the process of osmosis, how it affects animal cell and plant cell. Animal cell and plant cell. I said when it is placed in a salt solution, it will what? Shrink. It will what? Shrink. See it. This is the process. Shivered. Alright? But when it is placed in an hypotonic solution, which is a weak solution, you see the pressure will now become too much and thereby making it rupture. You see it rupturing, being ruptured. Okay? That's rupturing the cell membrane. Rupturing the cell membrane. But when it is placed in isotonic solution, which is a normal solution, which is a solution that is normal, isotonic, like complete, equal solution. You see it? Like becomes normal. The cell becomes normal. Now look at the case of the plant cell. Becomes turgid, becomes normal, flaccid in the plant cell when placed in isotonic solution, turgid when placed in hypotonic solution, so it becomes normal. Placed in isotonic solution becomes flaccid, that's in plant cell. Then when the plant cell is now placed in a hypotonic solution, it becomes what? Plasmolysis, shrinks. Becomes what? Plasmolysis. Plasmolysis, that means the cell will now lose water and shrink. The cell will lose water and shrink. This is just a picture how osmosis affects the cell and its environment in animal cell and in plant cell. Like I said, this is osmosis, a picture of osmosis and animal cells, like how it takes place, how it affects the cell when placed in either hypotonic solution or hypertonic solution. As you can see, this is the hypotonic solution. Cells placed in distilled water. So these are the cells placed in distilled water. What happens is that the cells swell and burst. You see it? You see the swelling? See the swelling of the cells in animal cells, okay? See it? Bursted. Look at it, how it has burst. First of all, it swell up. See it? The cells swell and burst. Now look at hypotonic solution. Look at the cells first of all. You know these cells, they were first of all placed in what? In distilled water. In hypotonic solution. That's the weak solution. Now in hypertonic solution, the cells were now placed in a concentrated salt solution. You see it? Immediately the cells shrink and shiver. See the way it shiver? First of all shrink and now shrivel. So this is now osmosis in animal cell. Alright? In animal cell. So let's go further and talk about plasmolysis. Alright? Plasmolysis. And plasmolysis has to do with what? It is the shrinking of the red blood cell when placed in hypertonic solution. The shrinking of the red blood cell when placed in a hypertonic solution. Alright? When placed in a hypertonic solution. Can you see it? Plasmolysis has to do with shrinking of red blood cells. This is plasmolysis. The shrinking of red blood cell. The shrinking of red blood cell when placed in a hypertonic solution. See it shrinking? See it? When placed in a hypertonic solution, the cells shrink, becomes plasmolyzed. It is a shrinking of the red blood cell. Now let's go straight to hemolysis. If you can see, hemolysis is the bursting of the red blood cell when placed in hypotonic solution. See it? Cells placed in a hypotonic solution, what happens is that it does what? It bursts. See the part of hemolysis. When placed in hypotonic solution, cells swell and burst. That means bursting of the red blood cell when placed in an hypotonic solution. This is how it affects the cell. It affects the cell by what? Bursting. Alright? By bursting. By swelling first of all and bursting when placed in hypotonic solution. Let's talk about turgidity. Turgidity is the process whereby the state of the cell in which the cell wall is fully expanded due to the absorption of water up to the last limit. I said turgidity is the process whereby the state of the cell in which the cell wall is now expanded, fully expanded, due to what? How water is absorbed into that cell up to the last limit. For example, in plant cell, how does it affect it? Plant cells that lose much water have less turgor pressure and tend to become plasmolyzed. So turgidity is very essential because the significance of turgidity in plant cell is that it makes the plant cell stand upright. It makes the plant cell stand upright. Plant cells that lose much water have less turgor pressure and tend to become plasmolyzed. Seeds, this is the turgidity we're talking about. You see it's different from the plasmolysis. You see the cells shrinking in plasmolysis, but in plants, this is the plant, the vacuole in the plant. If you notice, the water in the plant cell makes it what? Stand upright. Keep standing upright.